when I was a kid and we used to go driving around the countryside, occasionally you would see somewhere 3 crosses up on a hill, sometimes in front of a church, but they would have 2 small crosses and a big cross in the middle. And I can remember as a child asking my parents, what does that mean? Why are there 3? I knew about the 1 cross for Jesus. And I can remember my mother telling me that the other 2 crosses were for the 2 thieves, the ones that had been crucified next to Jesus. And that one of the thieves, in the midst of his pain and agony, said to Jesus, "Jesus, forgive me. I want to be with you. Remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus, in his agony, turned to that thief and said, "Today you will be with me in paradise." And my mother said the one thief was forgiven. But the other thief was teasing Jesus and deriding him and saying, "If you're the true Messiah, save yourself and save us. Come down off that cross and save us." And my mother said, and that thief was damned for all time. So that's what the 3 crosses represent. The thief who was saved, the crucifixion of Jesus, and the thief who was damned. And I grew up believing that. Then I read a commentator who said, why do people think that thief is damned? There's nothing in the scripture that says that that thief is going to hell. Nothing. All the scripture says is what that evil thief, bad thief said to Jesus. Jesus didn't say anything to that thief, and there's no more mention. The only gospel where the 2 thieves are mentioned at all is in the Gospel of Luke, the one we're about to read today. And then the commentator went on to say that we live in a life of dualism in this world. It's either bad or it's good, it's a winner or a loser, it's a Democrat or a Republican, it's one or the other. And that we tend to think that way. We're either saved or we're damned. But in fact, in between those 2 crosses is God. And God puts himself in the middle as a reconciler. That what the crucifixion is about is God's attempt to reconcile the world to God's self. That in fact, Jesus going to the cross, because Jesus exhibited the ultimate, generous, most compassionate love that only comes from God, and refused to take any action that went against that compassionate, generous love. He refused to fight his enemies. He refused to raise a hand. He refused to answer the accusations. His line was, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." So that perhaps a different story about the 2 thieves is that God's reconciling love actually might have reached the second thief. That he's not languishing in hell the way that I grew up thinking that that is what happens. But instead is in the reconciling love of God, who forgives all of our sins, as we see as we read the Passion.